one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, showcase game, passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Tim Beckham. Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now. Stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Just joining us, we are already underway. Camavinga. And the shots! Oh, surely that deserved better. Oh, it's very good running, and you're always good to have chances back.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Lucas Hernandez seems to have been around forever. He's so versatile, and I like the fact that in an age when fullbacks are all about attack, this guy knows how to defend. That's his priority, and he sticks to that.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Van Dijk. Neither side yet able to find the net. It's a really well-measured ball. Alexander-Arnold could try cutting inside here. Oh, good ball! And the finish! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, what has happened here? Velvet, and he shoots! He scored! What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
After 24 minutes is number 7, Federico Valverde. Federico Valverde. Federico Valverde.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Now it's Kane. And it's Valverde. Now, can they get him away? Messi receives it in a wide position. Goes for a shot! And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Number 18, Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min.
So that's 2 now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Mbai. That's a throw. Messi. Out to the left it goes. Can he get it through? Zabani spots it and intercepts. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Alexander-Arnold. It's a promising position. Real chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Lee Kang-in. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Jimenez. And it's Valverde. Now it's Mbappe. Plays it in low.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Gonzalo Ramos. There's the whistle for half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time. And we are already promptly back underway. Valverde. Zabani wins the duel this time. Hernandez. Pacho. And it's Ruiz. Hernandez. He's picked his way through. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Paris Saint-Germain have got it back and they'll have another go. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Now it's Messi. Camavinga. Pressing high and with purpose to Messi. Ambitious ball here. Pass somewhat off target. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Lee Kang-in. Oh, that's fabulous. Van Dijk does well to get it back. Back into the middle. Flecken getting this one clear.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Mbaye. Into the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Kane. Now it's Messi. He's in plenty of space here.
Substitution.
Doué. Now it's Dembele. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Goes for the shot! Dembele! Brilliant! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Number 10, Ousmane
And when the
Dembélé.
manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Jimenez. Alexander-Arnold. Just 5 minutes remaining now. And it's Messi. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And that is a little undercooked. Pacho. And that will be the final act. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Camavinga picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Happy wedding anniversary for one of our fans.
Well, the opening day of any competition is special for everyone.
Hello,
A red
everybody,
letter
and
day
welcome to
for
today's
everybody
match.
here, and those of you who have joined us for our live coverage. I hope everybody is comfortably strapped in for the ride. We're sure that this will be a feast of football, irresistible, emotional, a roller coaster for everyone involved. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And as you can see, we've already started here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, this guy, Hudson-Odoi, is one of the gems in a great generation.
Real chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Hakimi. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Fernandez. Alexander-Arnold. That's tidy. And here's Fernandez. And a chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Nicely weighted ball. Anderson getting this one clear. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
He's got away. Pass somewhat off target. Williams. Now Hudson-Odoi. Valverde. And it's Fernandez. And he welcomes it in. Shapes to shoot! It's in! The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige. That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Hakimi! Hakimi!
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Can he get it through?
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Turns back here, probably the best option. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Has a shot!
Hutchinson really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
Hakimi given the lift of his goal.
2
Fernandes
added minutes has been indicated.
looking for a runner. Cleared away. Williams. Anderson. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Hutchinson tries to pass it through. It's a goal kick. Alexander-Arnold. Still just a single goal between the sides. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Fernandes. Tries to play it through. Hutchinson. And it's Savona. Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Hutchinson. Can he finish? They've got to be quick to recover this.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Mbappe. Now Anderson. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Ah, he made it look a bit...
There's the shot! They've scored! And this is getting better and better. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Substitution.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
And it's Robertson.
Substitution in progress.
Searching passes. Oh, smashing header! No, not the best of headers.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now he's off and running. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every
2
right to
added
be.
minutes has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. That's that, the end. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And as you can see, we've already started here. Searching pass he's played there. Lovely pass, but can he get there? So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
David De Gea, simply because of the remarkable strides he's made to earn the worldwide respect that now exists. From an insecure, hesitant spell, he's grown into a supremely confident and assured character.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. And Dijk does really well to win the ball there. Has ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. He was under real pressure there. Shapes the shot! Oh, it rattles the bar!
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Keane. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Alexander-Arnold. It's Van Dijk. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Fernandes. Alexander-Arnold takes control of... Chance for a shot! Fagioli. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. And Fagioli. He has found the way through. Tries to play it through. Oh, there's the shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Yeah, but that's the threat posed by teams that have those kind of players who are willing to make those types of runs.
Alexander-Arnold. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And it's Fernandes. Defending of the desperate variety. And we hit half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Good ball, good take. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. Can he finish? That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. And that should get the job done. He's having a go! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Looking for options for movement. Now it's Keane. Fernandes. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. And Dijk gets across to intercept that. That has been cut short.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase.
Ah, he's given it away. And that's been won straight back. And back to the keeper. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Strong running down that left flank. Plays a sharp little ball here. Mbappe.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Not the most accurate pass. Keane. Just 5 minutes left. Nice bit of trickery.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Fagioli. And here's Keane. Just eases him off the ball. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome inevitable. Well, after all of that, Jim,